Welcome in, everyone, to tonight's episode of Fancie's Fables. If you are watching on Twitch Live, how you doing? Good to see you in chat. If you're watching on YouTube, hello from the past. Don't forget to leave a comment about your favorite moments and subscribe to the channel so that you can get updates for all future uploads. That involves not only previous videos and streams, but clip comps in the future and anything else that strikes my fancy. I am joined here with our wonderful party, sans one member. We have A. Dufresne 99 playing as Kane. Hunter McHuntingtons is a guest this week, and I should have saved him for last, but that's okay. He is playing the Gnome Aeros. We have Bulletproof Turtleman playing the Warforged Temin, and Kelpal Glory playing the Halfling Phoebe. We are missing our stalwart Kalashtar, played by Art Is My Voice. He could not join us tonight, but he will be back next week. And don't worry, his character still has a role to play. And speaking of roles and playing, before we do the recap, I have a question for all of you. Now, we have many things in our inventories as adventurers, but aside from that, we also play people, complex people with wants, desires, and needs, and people who have something valuable that they keep with them as a personal affection. What is this item for your character?
Well,
Other than Booker.
Oh, okay. I was like, I'm using in my inventory.
You got to use that thinker. And we're going to pick on Bullet.
That is fine by me. His main weapons are actually his short swords, but the great sword he carries is actually the weapon that was his former commander's. So that is actually a memento of his fallen commander.
That's awesome. That's classic. So maybe with that knowledge, we can glean a little more from when he is ritualistic with said blade.
Mm-hmm.
If you recall your visit to Oakhurst and the slaughtering of the already deceased horse, as well as what else's blood did you coat the blade with? It wasn't a rat, was it?
No, it was just the horse.
It was just the horse?
It was just to draw the blights out during that fight.
Okay. Okay. Well, either way, a very cool memento, especially for a warrior, and one with a history such as his, that we will see more of as the story progresses.
Mm-hmm.
Next, eeny, meeny, miny, mo. This means nothing because I pick anyways. Phoebe.
I knew it! I knew it, you salty bastard. So, since my item is apparently invalid, I was actually going through...
That's a little different than invalid. But continue.
Whoops. Anyways, I was like going through it. I'm like, oh, I have some pretty basic stuff. I mean, maybe a block of incest.
Oh my... Wait.
What
What?
did you just say?
Let's rewind. Let's rewind to
so-
make this an easy edit for me, okay?
Just like... Just like,
Block.
no, I will not be excusing myself from the session.
I'm actually gonna leave now. I'm sick too.
I have to leave a block of the innocence over enunciation there. Don't you fucking have me in the Discord, Amanda.
Oh my god. In Phoebe's pack.
Anyways, where I was going with that.
What does Phoebe have?
I was looking at my other possessions to see. I'm really scared to speak now. To see if there was anything that I had written in there a while ago from when I first created Phoebe, and In my
Hopefully not
other-
by way of the previously mentioned thing.
Alabama.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm the worst.
No, you're the worst. It just says, and I remember why I wrote this, so now it has to be canon. A storybook that was found and written by an unknown author, and I remember why I wrote that, and it's because I feel like at some point Phoebe was running through her town, and there was this book on a bench, and it was a storybook, but it didn't have all its pages filled out. But there's a page that appears with every passing day, so she kept it. So she has that.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
This definitely is not my first time hearing about it as the DM.
Yeah. No, it's not. No, I forgot about it. So you're welcome.
Very, very fancy book you got there.
Thank you.
Well, Kane, what do you have? What does Kane have among his personal effects?
So Kane carries a music box pendant that was given to him by somebody he loved very much when they were younger.
That's sweet.
Mm-hmm.
What does it look like?
Just a pendant that he can open and close. It's pretty unassuming. It's pretty not fancy because they were not fancy and they came from nothing, so they didn't have a lot.
Yeah.
They were literally like just of the streets, and it really can't have anything. Like it used to be magical and it used to have an ability, but it stopped carrying that ability because it just wasn't valuable anymore, and it was also found in the garbage. But the sound makes him remember a time where it was a little simpler and not as chaotic and hateful and political as things are now. So
That's sweet. I wish that were a little shorter so I could tell you to bring your mic closer to your mouth so people can hear you.
what the fuck? Is the fan on? The fan's not even on in this room.
No, the fan's not on. You just have it over here, and we've already had discussions about, when you're playing D&D, you got to be closer to your mic, please.
Okay, I'm closer to my mic now.
You gotta make out with that shit.
Yes, very sweet that Kane, the big, rough and tough and gruff Dragonborn, has a musical pendant on his neck that is from simpler times and reminds him of a youthful love.
Oh,
How
big
cute.
blue.
Big blue.
Oh yeah.
Big blue heart goes squish.
Big hardcore squish.
All right. I love you, Amanda. You're ridiculous. So, that brings us to our guest of the week, Aeros.
Which I swear I didn't make this up right on the spot. Nope. Aeros has a gold ally signet ring, a specific crest on it, with representing an eagle. The ring has been passed down from generation to generation, along with the merchant's business that it kind of goes alongside with.
Awesome.
Basically a family heirloom.
Yeah, in regards to the your trade.
Yes.
Yes, because Aeros is a traveling merchant, and apparently so has his family been for quite a while. So it's important that he succeeds, would you say?
Very important that he doesn't mess this up.
Yeah, important that he doesn't spend a lot of money on something that turns out to not even be as advertised.
Yup.
You got.
I got. God, who thought being gullible would make it hard to be a merchant?
Who'd have thought? Who'd have thought?
No, it's just life.
Speaking of said item, let's discuss what happened last week. Who would like to recap for us? I know we don't have Dante here this week, so nobody's really jumping for it. I think it's Amanda's turn, because Amanda has yet to do a recap.
Here's
That's
the thing.
right.
It's because I'm brain dead and my notes have been lacking, but I can try.
Notes have been lacking.
Yeah.
Minus 10 points from Hufflepuff.
I'm a Hufflepuff too, bitch. Don't worry.
Okay.
How about you two tag team, and we'll get this sorted. And I'll fill in the gaps like I am one to do.
Okay. Amanda, do you want to start with the first half?
Do we remember what happened at the beginning of last episode?
Okay, so the
was
beginning.
It Kane walking? Wait, whoa. It was Kane walking to see them, right?
Not precisely.
Okay, I don't know what's happening.
That was the first thing that happened to you, so you may have started paying attention when I said your name. But the first thing...
We were
That's
awake.
all that matters.
The
Ko?
first thing that happened... Yes, Ko.
Okay.
Ko, Temin, Ko and Temin woke up first, and they were like, yo,
Before
bro,
that.
shit.
So, yes, Ko, Temin, and Phoebe shared a room at the Dripping Dagger in Waterdeep. During the night, Ko, being a Kalashtar, whose being and soul is attached to a spirit called a quarry, does not dream. Rather, has memories, reflexive memories based on emotion and feeling. And he has not had those since his arrival here in Toril upon mysterious circumstance. However, this night was one such that he did have a familiar connection in the night. So that's what happened. And then you woke up.
And then they were awake, and Temin and Ko were talking about dreams, and then Phoebe woke up, and she was like, oh my gosh, dreams, I'm gonna help you out, Ko, don't you even worry about it. And then they head downstairs, and we're going to the bar to see Durnan. And then we panned over to Kane. Kane was like, yo, I'm out, but I'm gonna cop that breakfast real quick.
Yes, Liliana.
He copped that breakfast. He's like, oh, I'm trying to be a bad bitch, but I'm just a sensitive bitch. And then he left. And then on his way there,
Sir Francis.
Sir Francis. He was like, gay.
See, I write down names. That's what I do. I peg names and places, and then I forget all the events. But
So yeah, Kane just minded his own business. And Sir Francis was like, yo, bitch. And Kane was like, nah, you a bitch. He's like, oh, and then he almost died, except he didn't. Anyway.
Okay, so let me sum that up. So Sir Francis was like, yo, fuck off. And then Kane was minding his own business, like, yo, fuck off. But he wasn't, so he's a guard who wasn't in his guard's uniform. So then Kane decided to attack him because he called Galandra a bitch, which he didn't say Galandra, but we all knew Galandra. Like, he was at Kane. So Kane was like, I'm gonna choke you out. So Kane was fucking choking his bitch out, and nobody was doing anything, not even the other guards. So then Kane was like, I'm gonna kill him, and then nobody did anything, and Kane's like, fine, I won't fucking kill him. So Kane's like, whatever, watch yourself, bitch. And that's when Kane goes back to the Yawning Portal, where there was a thing from the Lord's Alliance saying that, yes, that it should be banned. And Temin was like, yo, fuck this shit. And yes, agreed. We go inside. Kane tells everybody, Phoebe, hey, no hugging though. And was like, I love you, but we can't hug in public. Basically tells them that he's got to do some shit, doesn't want to be seen with them, but don't take it personally. He just doesn't want them to be targets, blah, blah, blah.
Nothing personal, kid.
Nothing personal, kid.
Personal kid.
But Ko took it personal like usual. No, I'm just kidding. And then
He's not here to defend himself.
That's why I put just kidding on the end. Anyways, so then when he told Ko, when we met up with Ko, I might have missed some conversations there, but I basically told Ko that where we needed to go was the Owl's Eye, the Tower of Knowledge, and that's where he would be able to find some answers. And then when we went there, we traveled there. As we traveled there through the town, we went through, which part of the city did we go through?
You went back through the market, yeah?
The market.
The trades ward.
So it was the higher end where more guards would be. And of course, they saw Kane and was like, yo, we're going to fuck you up because now guess who's on duty? Bring in Francis. So Francis comes in like, yo, I'm going to fucking fight you now. And as a guard, which is stupid, right? Because then his fucking guardsman came up and was like,
his superior.
No. His superior
the captain
was like,
of the guard.
Captain.
Yes, he was like, dude, sorry about Francis earlier. He was drinking on the job and being
He's a dick.
So, but you also don't be bad. And Kane was like, okay, I respect you, but not Sir Francis. And then we went on a merry way. And then and there was a fight, right? There was like a fight or something.
So we were all
Temin! It was Temin!
It was Temin!
It was Temin!
All night long,
Dirty
motherfucking
bootlickers.
We got away from it! We got away from it!
And then Temin goes, oh yeah, you guys are like...
You are the...
Hey,
he called them something. He insulted them.
Bootlickers.
And then, yeah. And then Phoebe's like, ooh. And then like, oh my God, let's go. So
Yep, there was a little bit of an argument there. Yeah.
we ran. And then we came up on the tower, and you guys were like, whoa, there's some shady fucks over here. So you went to go investigate them. Temin and Phoebe were like, oh, maybe we shouldn't follow them. Maybe we should meet them in the library. And they're like, nah, we're going to follow them. So we followed them. But they were like, nah, let's just leave them alone. And then they went back to the entrance. So we went back to the entrance. And then we ran into Jeffrey.
Didn't have a name.
He
Well,
had a
no,
name.
because-
He
You
had
were
a name.
upset about that. Well, yeah. Wait,
Yeah,
hang on,
but then
hold
the
on, there we
uncle
go.
told us what his name was.
Yeah.
Evan.
Evan.
No,
Evan
no.
told him
Evan
what the
is
name
the
was.
Evan
Oh.
told you what his name was.
I know Evan. Evan is the guy in the robe. Evan is the robe man.
Yes.
Who
Or
knows
the unrobed
Liliana.
man.
Well, you can just refer to him as Nameless Peon, for that is the name he was given.
Yeah,
Yes.
nameless peon. Phoebe was not thrilled about that. She's like, everyone should be entitled to their own name, and she's already got a bad feeling about this
didn't seem to care.
man. So then, anyways, Kane was like, yo, I know this man's let us in. And he was like, oh, fine. So then he teleported us to this random room that apparently wasn't in the tower or whatever. And there's this like super arrogant, let me just sip on my 98 Adesso looking bitch boy in his robe, even though he wasn't really wearing it properly. And he's like, ooh, let me cop some items off of you because I'm gonna scam you real quick. And then, so Kane,
No.
from
He's
Phoebe's
just-
point of
biased.
view,
You just hate him.
He's just a better tradesman than our friend Eros here.
Wow.
Oh,
Just because it's
you
true
don't
doesn't mean you
shade.
have to say that. So
so yeah,
called out.
sold.
The art
The-
of the deal.
So yeah, sold the Dragon Tome, sold the Book of Plants, the book about plant cultivation and all that good jazz.
Yes.
Mhm.
And then co-inquired about some stuff and interplanal transportation, teleport. Oh my god.
Yep. And Evan told him that, you can't just go teleporting willy-nilly because you're tearing new holes in between dimensions and locations, so you have to use proper methods of teleportation.
Right.
And when Ko explains where he came from, Evan's like, I don't know what you're talking about, and if that is what you did, then it probably requires some further inspection, but right now I don't really care.
Right. So then we were like, all right, we're peacing out. Bye. And then, well, we couldn't leave at first because he's like, ha ha ha, I'm better than you. And then we left. And then we went downstairs. There was a fuckus outside. Yeah, sure, that's a word.
A
I like
fuckus.
that. I'm gonna
Yes.
use that from now on.
Fuckus. So then we went outside, and there was a little gnome being held up, stuck up, roughed up by these two unruly gentlemen. And Temin was like, no, that's not how you stick someone up. This is how you
Oh my
threaten
God.
someone. And
Yep.
he stabbed him. And then,
Stabbed him good.
Classic.
Real good.
yeah, Kane and Ko, I think. No, Ko was with me. Maybe? I'm not sure.
It was
Um,
me and Temin that ran up.
That's right. And then Kane went up and he's like, y'all don't want to fuck with us. And they're like, oh shit, dog, you're right. We don't want to fuck with you. So then they pieced out because it was like a mice and men situation. Lenny. Anyways, and then Eros was
The
like,
big guy was a little, a few hairs short of a... What is a group
Wig?
of rabbits called? I was continuing the Mice and Men reference. Whatever, I fucked everything
you're
up. Keep
doing
going.
great, sweetie. And then the gnome's like, yeah, you better fucking run, you cowards. I'm too strong. Oh, by the way, I'm Eros. What's up, guys? And we were like, oh my gosh, you're the cutest thing in the whole wide world. Hello, sir. And then we went inside. He's like, look at this. I got the super rare item for you from me, high price. And then it totally morphed into some crazy-tastic thing. It turns out it wasn't a book. It was a fake book. And he's like, so you gonna pay me, right? And they're like, hell no. And now we're here.
That was pretty damn good.
Yeah.
That was pretty damn good. I have nothing to add, except you forgot that Phoebe got a nice cold glass of milk.
Oh.
See, I was gonna say that too.
And then
I was
go
gonna
mix
say that
shit up
too.
with his
Most
beer.
at the Yawning
expensive
Portal.
glass of milk I've ever seen, by the way.
Disgusting.
Yeah, because she felt bad for Durden and business was slow. She doesn't know how to spend money. So then she was like, Ko, I'll make you some dope ass, like, this is how you start having good dreams. But then he poured it into alcohol so it curdled. And now he still has it because I'm pretty sure he didn't finish it, so it's just getting worse. So if you look in
Kinda
Co's
beer
inventory,
cheese.
there is curdled alcohol milk.
It's like when you leave a White Russian
Yummy.
out.
Only once do you do that.
Technically still edible. Probably doesn't taste the best.
I like mine chunky.
It's called regret in a glass.
Isn't that just Russian yogurt?
Oh.
Hmm.
I hate that.
So, that was a wonderful recap. Thank you very much, Phoebe.
Hashtag Team Hufflepuff.
And Amanda, you're not off the hook, so I hope you have some fantastic notes for today. Because next week you're up.
Okay, fine. I am also working on notes right now. So please.
Oh,
Please
good.
do.
Good. And yes, that brings us to exactly where we had left off. The book, which was titled Maz Froth's Mighty Digressions,
There you go.
began to undulate in Evan's hands as he was inspecting it, turning into this green, semi-luminous blob. And it shoots off with energy, bounding around the entire tower, knocking books off of shelves, along with other trinkets and items, making just a general fuckery. Fuckus?
Fuck.
Kerfuckus.
A
Kerfuckus.
general kerfuckus. And promptly exploding and disappearing. So,
Your girl likes a good song change.
with books still falling out of the shelves above you, Evan shakes his head. Oh, Aeros.
So, that wasn't supposed to turn into a glowing booger.
I trust not, and I hope not. Well, there is a matter of coincidence and curiosity to this. This is unfortunate, Eros, but this isn't the first time this has happened. In fact, 5 days ago, we had a visitor here at the tower. And, well, she brought me a book. Not willingly, but you know the cost for entry. And it was a good one. Fallen Tethymar. It was sitting on my shelf for not but 2 hours before transforming like this one had.
So what you're saying is it has something to do with this place. And I am at no fault at all.
No,
Oh,
because that thing had then attacked me and damaged a few of my precious volumes. All the while it was speaking to me telepathically, saying how it needs to feed and it's needing life, or I didn't have much time to ask it before I gave it a swift, merciful evacuation from life. However, I still had damage to my things. So I told the woman who was here, I think she was doing research or something, that she had to pay for this. You don't just come in and give me fake items and then stay, Eros.
I think I understand what you're saying, that it's important that none of us got hurt, and that it's just things at the end of the day.
Where did you get this book?
I got it from some bookseller.
Amazing. You really are valuable to me.
It was a bookseller in the wide.
Baldur's Gate, then.
can't remember the name of the shop, and some Dune or Book Dune or Dune Book or something like that.
I bet you'd be eager to get your coin back.
I think I'd be eager to get my coin back.
Well, lucky for you, she's still here.
The book?
No, the tiefling.
Oh.
She had no coin with which to pay for the damages, so I put her to work. She's currently in the cellar, alphabetizing my wines, though I think she would be of better use to me up here, cleaning this mess.
I'll kind of like look over at my empty coin pouch and
Yes.
He then waves to one of the acolytes. Fetch the knight, please. Thank you. And then he regards all of you, almost as if he had forgotten that Kane and company were still there. Oh, yes. A lot of you. What were we visiting about? I'm sorry. This whole thing has really thrown me off track. Or were you just leaving? That's right. That's right. You were just leaving because we had spoken about teleportation and books and such. Yes. You know, there is an interesting conundrum that I might be able to... And then at that moment, the acolyte returns. A tiefling walking behind him. She is in her... like normal clothes, though she carries an air of nobility and honor about her. She is a tiefling. Her dark dark maroon skin and curved horns. She stares at all of you with disinterest before looking at Evan. Yes. You have something else you want me to do? Almost as if she's trying to avoid looking at the mess in this room. Evan then, oh, good, you're here. Yes, I need this solved, thanks. That would be really good of you. But first, I think these lot have some questions for you. About the book that you brought. I don't care. Because, you're solving my current problem, but they care. So, maybe chat with them for a little bit. I'll be back. He looks at all of you before traipsing away to go speak with a few other acolytes.
I hope not.
The tiefling promptly crosses her arms and raises an eyebrow and looks at all of you.
Hi. So I heard you brought a booger book.
I brought a book, yes. I did not know that is what it was.
Well, I didn't know that my book was what it was as well, so we're pretty much on the same page there.
Oh, good. So are you here to join me in cleaning?
Oh no, I'm very, very physically weak.
Yes, I can see that.
What? I might be able to solve possibly both our problems.
Oh.
Where did you, perchance, get a hold of this book?
Somewhere south.
is Baldur's Gate south?
Perhaps in Baldur's Gate?
Yeah, that might have been it.
Okay, well that's good, because I got my booker book from Baldur's Gate as well. So I was shopping in the wide, looking for bargains and deals and ways to make a little bit of money.
I didn't stay there long.
Oh.
Reeked of greed.
I don't know what that smells like, but there is a lot of stuff there. Perhaps we were at the same shop.
I don't remember the name of the shop I stopped at. As I said, I didn't stay very long.
Does the word Dune ring a bell to you?
No,
Hmm.
maybe.
Hmm?
I honestly don't remember.
Hmm.
I'm gonna lean into Phoebe and go. She does not seem to be very interested in having conversation with him.
No, she isn't. I think she's very unhappy here.
I'm also gonna lean into Phoebe. When they are talking and he brings up the words their problems, I want to put into Phoebe's ear. Their problems, Phoebe, not ours, okay?
Maybe.
I'm just gonna grit my teeth.
Well, my new best friends here,
Oh, friend! Yes!
I think they're interested in helping me as well. I don't know, I haven't asked them, but we are best friends.
Oh!
I'm gonna reach over and grab Tevin's shoulders and just hold him where he stands, not to enclose any not to close any space between them. Like he is staying right there. You stay right there, Tevin.
But Kane, I've never had a best friend before.
Phoebe's gonna run over to Eros.
Damn it! Ah!
You leave him
Yeah.
with 2 arms.
It's people like you that make me miss the Cormyrian army.
Oh, you too were in the army.
Yes, I was once a proud Purple Dragon Knight.
Oh, I hear they are also regarded as little pussy-ass bitches, as my friend Jameson had once said.
She takes a step forward. She is quite imposing. Very well built, even without her armor. And her goat legs make her stand just as tall as Kane. She looks
Ooh.
down at you. I would hold my tongue behind my teeth if I were you.
I thought it was a compliment. You are very well built. And he just kind of like taps her like around the shoulder, like where her like built muscles are. You are a very strong warrior.
Have you know, were I still a Purple Dragon Knight, I would be honor-bound to protect my name and wipe you from this ground.
All
and
right,
Phoebe's
all
gonna-
right. I'm coming over. Listen,
Oh, no.
his social skills aren't quite there. We get it. You're tall and very beautiful, and it sucks that you're working under Evan right now. However, your debt will be paid and it'll all be over. Hopefully faster if we can figure out, well, not we, let me take that back. You two can figure out what the fuck happened to your books.
Yeah, when we can all figure out what happened to the books.
Or just
Yeah.
you two. So you, as the purple dragon, beautiful ex-knight you have been, you might be able to get out from arranging wine bottles and cleaning up this fucking mush.
I think
Let
I
me tell
might
you.
have an idea. This place is a mess.
Yeah.
So, what if we helped clean it up a little bit so that you could focus
Well,
more
you know,
on trying
Eros,
to
right?
remember?
Is that your name? That it was your book, so maybe you should clean it up.
She looks
Oh
at
yeah,
Kane.
I'll help.
You said you have a way to get me out of here sooner.
Yeah, if this little peon decides to go and figure out what the hell Evan did, or what the hell is happening in these books you're giving Evan.
It's
I'm sure
pronounced
she-
Eros.
I thought Peon was the person out front.
No.
Yeah.
Thing is, if
Oh,
this
if it'll
creature-
get you lot away from me.
Why would you want to get away from us?
Because you're wasting my time.
But are you not spending time here of your own accord?
At least my time would be quicker spent outside of this conversation. I have been here for 5 days. My debt lasts a week. I would like to see the last 2 days cleared so I can continue hunting down my target.
Oh, what's your target?
I've already said too much. I came here with information that I could find more information about my target, but the price of entry was quite high.
Well,
The fool at the door wouldn't let me in for anything until I tried to offer a book, as was
The booger book.
suggested. Yes, the most expensive book I had on me happened to have picked up in Baldur's Gate in the Wide. I'm sorry, I do not recall the name of the shop. But the book was not cheap, and I am not happy about that either. And I would be happy to know that those who sold it to me are swiftly dealt with. I do not have the time to travel back to Baldur's Gate myself. So please, if you are heading there, give them a kind regard from Valor.
The booger book that I bought was very expensive as well, and I am currently the opposite of rich, which is poor. I don't have any money. Yeah. So I would like my money back, and maybe I can get yours as well.
And
We're
I
all-
hope that works out for the both of you. So, yeah.
And it's really great to be traveling with people again.
Yeah, we're so happy to have you.
BB.
Yeah.
At that moment, Evan walks back up to all of you. Oh, by the gods. That damned King Watson not only disorganized my tower, he then looks at Aeros for a moment before regarding all of you, and then turning back to his turmoil. It crashed several potions, damaging notes and tomes. I would pay to have this never happen again.
Well, the good news is we think we might have bought the same booger books from the same seller.
Did you know? He then looks at Valor. Oh, you may leave and help clean up. And, for your wonderful cooperation, you may leave after today. Consider your debt cleared.
Phoebe's gonna go and help her clean up.
A curious lot you travel with now, Kane.
Just gonna clear my throat there.
I am not an adorer of messes. I would prefer that this be solved. He looks back at you, Kane. I know you're a man who likes to get things done.
Yeah, and?
I'll give you 200 gold.
My last mission was 200 gold, and I think my commission just went up. Because I did a damn good job. Let me clear that up.
I've not heard of such deeds.
Well, that's the best kind, right?
Fine. Assist Aeros in getting his money back, and I will give you 250. And please ensure that these fucking detestable Ging Watsons stop showing up at my tower. They have a polymorph that is very hard to see upon first inspection.
So I'm not into this magic hoorah bullshit thing they're doing there, right? What do you think they're actually doing? Are they casting a little spell or something that you guys can't see?
Well, through my research of determining this is a Ging Watson itself, I can tell you that they have a natural aptitude for changing their shape. However, a more specific item, especially one so specific down to the letterings on pages, would have to be told what to turn into, and in fact would need said item to perfectly replicate it. So these books do exist, and I imagine if these sellers are the source of the Gingwatsums, then perhaps they have these tomes as well. If you bring any of them back to me, I will increase how much I pay you.
Evan, you're reading my mind. I will be back with some tomes. Aeros?
Also-
Yes.
Aeros.
If you can find out how they're making these Gingwatsums, I'll pay you for that as well. Because in all of the tomes we have here, I do not have a ritual for these things, and that could perhaps be, well, my purpose for such a thing is not your business.
Precisely. How far is Baldur's Gate?
You know that Baldur's Gate is south, and traveling directly there would take you just under a week. There is a road, a very well-traveled trade road that heads right
Okay.
there.
Road trip, road trip.
So, tomes / creation. Perfect. I'm just gonna look at Aeros one more time and just be like, look back at Evan. Are you sure you don't need him to just stay here and mop stuff up? I mean, I kind of have an idea of the bookshop. It shouldn't be too bad, right?
Well, I can't really hold a very big mop. And I'm physically weak. But I know the place. I've been there.
Have you ever been to the Wide, Kane?
Probably not where I need to be, for this at least.
Well,
I'm not much of a reader, so I don't seek out books or shops.
yes, I do know that about you, my friend. Eros,
Yes.
as barely as you recall where this is, at least his memory will service you, Kane. Also, I don't need him fucking anything else up here.
Yes.
Perfect. No, it'll be perfect. I'm perfectly fine with traveling with companions. Perfectly fine.
Yes, you seem to have made some great ones yourself, he says, looking at Phoebe, picking up papers, and then a acolyte swiftly comes up, snatches the papers out of her hands, and begins to scold her about how they are out of order.
Listen, I'm just picking these up off of the floor for you guys. How you arrange them is however you would like to do that, but there is no need to be taking that tone with me.
He then huffs frustratedly, stomping away with the pages in hand. Another acolyte leans over. Don't worry about him. He's been trying to sober up for like a week now, but the constant swigs he takes from his flask are not helping.
Oh my goodness, that seems to be a common theme around here.
Evan chuckles to himself. Yes, like I said, 250 simply for solving this issue. Anything you bring back will be more coin and more peace in my mind. Yes, you may be gone. I have things to attend to. He then turns and begins to walk away when your companion, Ko, doubles over. He falls to one knee and holds a hand on the ground, his other hand on his head, wincing. You can see, even with his eyes clamped shut, a blue glow emanating from the cracks of his eyelid. He then opens them, a brilliant blue aura shining through, the iris and pupil no longer visible behind the blue light. He then looks up, drawing in a sharp intake of breath before exhaling and leaning back over, shaking his head and standing back up, wobbly. I'm fine, he says to all of you, waving off his momentary episode. You then see Evan place a hand on his shoulder, staring intently at Ko. You have just piqued my interest, dear boy. Stay with me a while. I'll ensure you catch up with your companions. Ko hesitates, looking at all of you. No, I'm fine. It's all right. Whatever you have, I don't need.
I'm gonna narrow my eyes and just kind of look at Ko and be like, Ko, you should stay here with Evan. And he's right. He will have you with us in a matter of time, I'm sure.
Yes, if you are not well, then perhaps you should stay behind for a bit and recover first. Maybe it was that milk and alcohol.
We can't have our friend working themselves to death, and you look a little tired. Isn't that right, Kane? And I'll reach his arm.
Back of his calf.
Ko nods his head. I suppose you're right. He then looks at Evan. No funny business. And then, with a whoosh, they both disappear.
I'll look to Kane immediately and be like,
That was amazing. So you guys were gonna help
Oh
me
god,
anyways,
I miss
but
him
now
so
we get
much already.
paid.
I'm gonna start walking out the front door.
Oh, so does this mean that you've joined our group now,
It
Aeros?
seems like that's the case.
Welcome, little dog shit, and I put my hand out.
Oh my gosh, Kevin!
It's Aeros Dazzlecraft.
Oh, but this is what my friend Jameson said we call the new recruits in the group. We call them little dog shits.
That I
They have
guess
to
I'm a
earn their
little
name.
dog shit.
But you are a very, very brave dog shit.
Thank you. I agree.
So,
Phoebe sees the group leaving. She's gonna just drop whatever she's doing. She's like, I'm sorry, I have to go. Like, my friends are leaving. And she's gonna run and catch up.
Valor half regards you as you leave. Wow.
She was hot.
She was hot.
She was hot.
As the DM, I can confirm.
and
She was hot.
hot-headed.
That as well.
Oh, is she like an actual like character in the module?
You'll never know.
Yeah, you'll never know.
Yes,
I know,
never
right?
mind it.
I can
Those
actually
are
DM.
those are post-show questions.
Okay. Pretend that didn't happen.
Don't pull back the curtain, Temin.
I just want to see
Shut
what
it!
she looks like.
Put it back.
She has no
Okay.
illustration. So,
Yeah.
until all the fan art comes in of her and Phoebe.
I mean, I'm not against it.
You all prepare for the 6-day journey that would take you from Waterdeep south to Baldur's Gate, following Coast Way.
Wait, where's Ko?
Co's staying behind because he is not well.
Yes,
Oh,
he shouldn't
okay.
travel if he's going to be at risk and not operating at his best. So, a little downtime. But as you saw, Evan knows lots of spells, and he'll get Ko to us right when Ko needs to be with us. So don't worry.
Well, I'm
Yet
not.
I'm sure I can fill the void of whatever role he took in your group of friends.
Oh, you won't fill a void. You'll create your own spot here.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say create my own void.
No.
I do that a lot. Actually,
No.
this is the longest I've had friends stay with me or not die.
Oh.
Okay, well, why don't we get traveling
Not
as soon
die.
as we can?
Usually horrible, horrible deaths.
Oh,
Yeah.
That won't happen here. Not as long as I'm around.
That's the attitude that they had before they died.
Oh.
might I
great.
ask how they died?
Oh, you don't want to know.
No, we don't.
But I do want to know.
Well, just imagine the worst possible way, and then just make it much, much worse.
I don't want to imagine that. That sounds horrible.
It was horrible. The images are scarred into my brain right now. and
Oh,
Yes,
so
you're
you
taking it
mean
very well.
Temen's just like,
We have about a week's travel. The sooner we leave here, the sooner Eros can go on his way to all new adventurers to grace them with his presence there.
But he is our friend. Why not have him stay with us?
I like that idea. Thank you.
I know, and that way he won't get hurt like his old friends.
So
I
you-
did get hurt. It was them that did.
Oh, right. But I don't
Mhm.
want you to become like your old friends.
Oh, well, I don't want to become like his old friends either, but you know,
Mhm.
sometimes best friends have to say goodbyes every once in a while.
Good thing that this is a hello.
You all continue this conversation as you make your journey south to Baldur's Gate. Eros, roll me a percentage, please, to represent your luck.
Oh no! Why did I make
Ooh,
myself so unlucky?
percentage die.
I got 71.
You did not forget the essentials this time, and you have
Okay.
plenty of food for your trip.
Awesome.
Unlike your trip north, when you had
We don't
forgotten
talk about
to pack
that.
enough rations. Well, your travel is relatively unremarkable, heading south down Coast Way, and as you are passing Troll's Bark Forest, you stop on your 5th night, making your 5th camp. You have one more day's travel ahead of you before you reach Baldur's Gate itself.
What's it like around us? What are we living in the moment?
The night is cool. The wind is subtle, a gentle breeze across any bare flesh. The leaves rustle in the distance, and you can see the gentle sway of Troll's Bark Forest. The moon hangs high in the night. There are not many clouds obfuscating the bright stars that light up the Faerun night. A glimmer of the reflection of the moon casts upon the ocean to the west of Sword Coast in the distance. A nice petrichor fills the air as the nightly dune sets upon the grass.
Well, that was fucking beautiful. Thank you, DM.
I love the word petrichor.
Fucking dare you.
Lighting up a campfire easily, Kane sits down and begins to cook some of the meat rations. Irritable from the day's travel, listening to Eros prattle on about several misfortunes he has had in his journey being a merchant.
And then I realized that they were just gold coins, or rather, they were bronze coins that were painted gold. I did make that mistake again.
No, but you made the mistake of carrying a fake book again, right?
No, this is the first booger book I've ever had.
Have you thought about... I remember being told about this thing called insurance.
Sounds
Do-
intriguing.
Do merchants not have this thing?
Go on about this insurance.
I think that clears up your question, Temin. As if he has this insurance.
Oh, well, from what I've been told by some of the more learned individuals in the unit I was in, they said it is when you pay people money and if something were to happen, they would help pay you back as some form of reparations for damages.
I
It
think
is-
that's a myth. Like,
Oh,
like Bigfoot and
what is a Bigfoot?
it's a person with a really like size 18 shoe. There's no way you can walk around with that big feet.
Oh,
I'm gonna
why
look at
not?
my feet. Like, are you fucking kidding me?
As you
Are you
discuss
fucking-
various cryptids,
It's your feet size, bro.
give me a perception check,
All of us?
all of you.
I had D&D Beyond open and then I didn't.
We
13.
don't even have D&D Beyond open. Come on, some dice.
Ooh.
I had my dice ready the whole time.
Ooh, nice
said?
roll. Ooh, not so nice roll.
Okay.
All right, what do y'all get? 13 for Eros.
21.
21
And 21.
Fanny man.
for Phoebe. Bullet. Temin.
That one.
Wonderful.
Don't you
First roll.
Kane.
13.
Okay. All of you but Temin hear a snapping of a twig nearby. There are some trees around you as you are outside Trollbark Forest. It would not be hard to believe that an animal would be nearby, but with the loud ramblings of Temin and Eros, you can't imagine any animals would willingly come close. Turning your head to see Kane and Phoebe, you see something or someone peering at you from around a tree. And as you try and decipher what your eyes are looking at, it notices you staring and cries out, "Go, my children!" And
oh, well, that doesn't sound good.
out
I'm gonna
of
stand up.
the brush around you come 3 giant rats. Roll
Are you
initiative.
kidding me? Are you kidding me?
Kane. it is
Kane's
your best
natural
friend.
enemy.
Are you kidding me?
Damn. Roll bad.
That's right.
Ah! Initiative. Damn it, 0.
Fun.
I got a 13. Flat 13. That's a lucky number.
14.
Damn you, bitch.
Oh shit, I was paying attention. I'm
I
sorry.
was paying attention.
15 for 10
Okay, give me a second.
Yeah, you just ask us.
Yep. Oh, good. Oh, better. Okay.
It's not a good laugh from the DM.
That's the DM.
That's the I know something you don't.
That's not uncomfortable for us at all.
Who got 15 or higher? Temin got 15, right?
Yep.
Even though he didn't hear the crack, he definitely heard, "Get them, my children!"
Don't need a high perception for that shit.
Who got higher than 13?
I got 13 exact.
Good.
I got 14.
Eros, what'd you get?
6.
Yaros! Yeah, boy!
I rolled bad.
No,
It's
he's,
okay.
he's backing us up, man.
We
He's
still
backing
got-
us
I
up.
got you guys. We good.
He just wants to see how we are. He wants
Yeah.
to see it before he gets involved.
He's testing the waters.
He doesn't want to
So-
show off.
Getting the one
The
rations.
the 3 rats come at you, one from the north, one from the east, and one from the south. The shape behind the tree is to your west. All of the rats are about 5 feet away, so you would only have to barely move to get to them as they were hiding in the brush next to you. And the figure by the tree is about 15, 20 feet away to your west. Okay. Temin, you are first.
Just to get an idea of, I know where the rats are. Where are my party members?
You're all right next to each other around the campfire. So you are all within 5 feet of each other.
I'm going to pull out my 2 short swords and go and due south, moving 5 feet, making 2 attacks.
Okay.
Alright, it's going to be 2 attacks. 18 to hit and a 19 to hit.
2 hits.
Alright. That's a 2d4 plus 2, that's 5 damage, and then that's not good damage. Altogether, that's 9 damage slashing.
All right. So you strike the rat once, it goes, yeah! And then you hit it a second time, and it dies.
Oh my god.
You hear a curse from behind the tree.
Like a curse word or like a spell curse?
A curse word. Shit. Phoebe.
Phoebe's just gonna kind of hold Booker close and sidestep over to Kane and tap him on wherever she can reach, his waist, his back, I don't know, and be like, I know you have a bad history with these, so good luck. And she's gonna just guide him. Gather him.
Guidance.
Guidance. And then she's just gonna kind of hide behind him.
I love it.
Halfling.
All right, Kane. There is still a rat to your north, a rat to your east, and someone behind a tree who set his Pokemon, I mean rats, or I mean children, upon you.
My rats are the best.
All right, I am going to grab my equipment. What do I have? All right, I'm gonna put my great sword out, and I'm going
For
to
a
attack
great rat.
the rat to my north.
You're doing great, sweetie.
The rat to my north.
All right, attack him.
Get him.
Right. And what does guidance do?
Gives you a plus
Oh.
D4 on an attack roll, a saving throw, or a skill check.
I rolled a 24, and I hate that because I'm like, I feel so over excessive. But I guess Kane really hates rats.
Really hates this rat.
Really
Very
hate
appropriate.
Well, you could still do like 2 damage, so roll it up.
That's true. That's true. All right, what do I have there? 2d6.
It was really accurate, but
Yeah, I was on it, but then like my wrist gave out right when I hit him.
rough.
What are you doing?
Oh, my
I'm not muted. Hold on.
Okay, well, first one was a 1. Oh my god, my 4 is trapped. And my second one was a 6, so 7 points of damage.
Just enough with a heavy
Oh wait,
cleave.
7 plus 3, so actually more than that. It's 10.
10. Wait, why did you roll 2 damage die?
Because it says 2d6s plus 3.
Oh, sorry.
I can play D&D sometimes.
With with a big cleave, you cut the rat in twain. You hear another curse from behind the tree, and then a bolt from a crossbow fires out, striking you, Kane. Does a 17 hit?
Fuck, yes, it hits me.
Is that your armor class?
Fuck yes.
What is guidance again? I'm sorry, did you tell me already?
A 1d4.
It's a +4. It's yeah, it's a 1d4 to attack, saving throws and checks.
And it lasts
Okay.
for 1 minute,
Yes.
so you can use it once within that minute.
Okay, thanks.
You're welcome. So, make me a Constitution save.
So can I add it to this?
Yes.
Constitution save. 13, 14, 15, 16. And then a 1d4. 16. 17, 18. 18.
18? What the fuck, man?
Guidance.
Guidance.
I use guidance here because I'm going to lose it if I don't use it.
That's fair. That's fair. Okay. So while the bolt hits you, oh, sorry, I gotta resolve that damage. 6 points of damage from the crossbow bolt. You pull it out of your arm where it had hit you,
Yeah, fuck that guy.
and you notice a sickly green liquid oozes out of the wound
Son of a bitch.
as you toss the bolt to the ground. Eros.
Mm-hmm.
There's still a rat to the east, and this figure to the west.
Seeing that this figure to the west attacked my new best friend, I'm gonna head, like, can I get into a position not too close to them, but where I can see them if they're behind a tree, just kind of like...
Yeah, you can reposition.
Sort of thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they're leaning out of the northern side, so you're going to head north by where Kane is. And at this angle, you can see a were-rat. He stands there, his hair shaggy, visible large scars cover his entire body where clothing is not covering him. And he looks at you with beady red eyes and a snarled maw. He currently is in between forms.
I'm going to take out my book that I have to my side, scream out,
You will not turn more friends into flesh soup.
and then I'm going to cast Witch Bolt on him and see if it hits. I hope it hits.
Okay.
Does an 18 hit?
Yes.
Awesome. That is going to be 5 points of lightning damage.
Okay. You hear it as Witch Bolt connects.
Awesome. And that's my turn because I got nothing else I can do.
Perfect. Phoebe, standing alone next to the fire, is set upon by the rat from the east. And misses.
Hey! Really? Wow.
I rolled a 3.
Yup.
Yeah. Yeah. Temin. Top of the round.
I'm gonna run up to the rat and swing with my short sword, one of my short swords.
Fuck him up.
All right. Let's do this. That is a 9.
That misses.
That's why there's a second attack. That is a 21 to hit.
That hits.
All right. That is going to be 1d4 plus 2. That is going to be 6 points of slashing damage.
All right.
And
You hit it hard, and the rat is clearly wounded. You cut open its side, and just blood is gushing out, but it's squeezed and it's still moving.
All right. And then I meant to do this before, but that's fine. And as I slash its side, it's like, "You dare attack Phoebe!" And I just, you see my eyes just flicker and just turn red for a moment, and go, "Aah!" And I go into a rage
All right. Fuck these rats.
for the first time.
That's right.
Yeah. Yeah.
This motherfucker.
Someone multi-class their last level
Yes. I was like, paladins can do that.
up.
Surprise!
Surprise, motherfucker.
Raz.
Phoebe, it is your turn.
Okay. So, Temin's doing his thing. I love him. He's really nice. He's trying to protect me. Kane is maybe poisoned. I didn't see the green liquid, so I'm and then there's this person in the woods. She's a little overwhelmed right now. She's gonna move out of the way
Okay.
of where this rat had attacked her, so she's gonna get some distance, but as she's running, she's gonna give Kane another guidance and distance herself a good amount.
Okay. The
Kinda.
rat, in its pain, makes an attack of opportunity on you.
Do it, bitch, you won't.
Okay, well, he just did. Does a 21 hit?
Can I use interception?
Yes, you may.
Ooh.
My boy?
I'm gonna
The rat
use-
lunges forward to attack.
It's gonna be what, 1d10 plus 2.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so that is. That's gonna reduce it by 8.
And cannot possibly make more damage to you than 8. So, Temin reaches a blade out and with the back end of it slaps the rat in its bottom jaw as it goes to clamp at you, sending it twisting awkwardly in the air, and out of the gash in its side come its entrails, and it squirms for a moment and dies in the dirt next to the fire.
Thanks, Temin.
You're welcome, Phoebe.
You then hear from behind the tree, "Fuck! Fuck you!" Kane, it's your turn.
I'm going over to the tree. What the fuck? I'm gonna go look who this is over there.
Okay. You can make it to the tree with your movement. You sprinting over.
Oh yeah.
All right. As you get closer, you see this were-rat in his hybrid form currently, standing like a man, though his body the appearance of a disgusting rat. Scars cover him, his fur is matted, his teeth are bared, his beady red eyes staring at you. But with the sight of this massive blue dragonborn rushing towards him, he is fumbling right now with his crossbow, trying to load it for another attack.
How big is he?
Medium-sized. He's probably just a hair shorter than Temin.
WWE.
Well, I am just gonna walk up to him like an angry parent does their child, and I'm just gonna take his crossbow and shit away from him. I'm just gonna take that shit. And I'm just gonna be like, what the hell, man? What are you doing?
He's gonna run. So make an attack of opportunity.
Does he have a tail?
Yes, he does.
Can I step on his tail?
You can't step on it because it's not long enough
Can
to
I
hit
grab
the ground.
his tail?
Well, roll to see if you grab it.
Just roll a flat d20.
Roll me a dexterity check.
Phoebe is so proud.
Dexterity check. Where's my fucking character sheet? Okay. Dexterity check. I got no add-ons, but I have her thing. I rolled a 9. And I'm gonna use her guidance. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 13.
13?
Yeah.
Oh,
Did I get him?
barely. So. Oh my god, I love that rat. So, you reach for his tail as he takes off in a full sprint away from you, and you manage to grab the tip end of it in your clawed hand, closing like a vice around the tip of it. He cries out, "Aye!" And he recoils, reaching for his tail and for your hand. "Let me go!" And we will end turn order.
Ooh. I'm holding him.
You don't fuck with Mushika! Let me go!
I'm looking around like, where's the talker? Ko's not here. Someone come talk to me.
Phoebe's gonna run up.
Should I electrocute him again? I could do that.
No, but that was really cool. But no,
Okay.
we're trying to use our words before we use
Mhm.
actions.
Okay, for the next minute, if you want me to electrocute him, I can electrocute him.
Oh, that's really good to know. Thank you, Aeros.
As you all are approaching, he looks at all of you, wide-eyed, red pupils glowing, and he starts gnawing at his tail just past
God.
your hand, Kane, in an attempt to get free.
I'm gonna run up while still angry and just drop and stab both my swords into the ground and run up and just kind of like do a heavy palm down onto his head and just kind of slam him down to the ground like a shove.
Okay.
I'll do a strength check. Yeah. I know he's raging, so I'll still be at advantage.
Well, because you're raging, I wasn't going to make you do a strength check. But you may if you'd like, for dramatic effect.
Fuck yeah, do it, Temin.
Where?
Strength check, right?
With
Yeah.
advantage.
Hopefully I don't accidentally kill this dude.
Fuck him up!
Snap his neck.
Oops. And be like, my bad. As in 21.
Okay. So Kane, you let me know if you're still holding on to his tail as I describe this.
If I see Temin coming in to do his thing, and if Temin nails him, I'm letting go.
Okay. All right. So his spine does not snap. So Temin, you rush forward. You stab your swords into the ground. You grab him by the back of the head and you slam him down into the ground. And you see like his fingers and his toes straighten in a spasm as he hits the ground. And then he lies limp. You're worried for a moment that you done him in before he starts squirming again in an attempt to feebly get away.
I might be able to help with this.
And I'll cast Maximilian's Earthen Grasp to help hold him down.
All right. The earth itself comes up and grasps his body, holding him against
Bury this motherfucker.
No! No! No!
Yes.
Phoebe already being small, she's gonna crouch down anyways and try to look at this were-rat and just why did you do that? That wasn't very nice.
Mushika, try and loot you!
I'm guessing you're Wushiga.
Yes!
Well, why would you want to loot someone? That's not very nice either. How would you feel if your stuff was taken?
They're easy prey on the coastway.
Well, clearly we were not very easy prey, so maybe you should
Yeah,
think about
clearly.
that in the future. Why don't you go find honest work?
Okay, so while Phoebe's talking to Wushiga and they're talking about looting us, do they have any pockets? Do they
my
drop
God.
anything? Can I loot them?
Yeah, he's got
Yes,
some
do it.
pouches.
All right, I'm looting them. Fuck it.
All right. So, you loot the were-rat.
Oh, don't
And-
mind me, Phoebe. You keep having our conversation.
No, those Mushika's things!
Let it hand.
You loot his pouches and you find 5 poison bolts for a crossbow, for a hand crossbow, shorter bolts, and 20 regular bolts, some rations for a few days, 3 copper pieces, 10 silver pieces, and a gold piece, as well as a ring with a family crest on it, one you assume does not belong to the were-rat, and several daggers and blades.
Okay, I'm just gonna
That is
toss the bowls.
Everything he has on him.
Toss the poison bowls, toss the bowls. I'm taking the rations, taking the money, take the ring.
To summarize their conversation, Phoebe's just gonna try to get him to be like, go be an honest citizen, you dumb fuck. Stop down this shit or we'll hunt you down.
Wow, we're looting
So-
him and haven't been down.
You find out from him after he stops squirming and screaming about his personal items being stolen from him. The irony not lost on all of you. He tells you, Phoebe, that he used to be a thief with the Thieves Guild in Baldur's Gate, and that's what he did for money. However, they treated him quite poorly, as noted from the scars all over his body, and a botched job against the guild saw him banished from the Thieves Guild. So now this is his honest work.
Maybe this guild might have something to do with the booger books.
I mean, if you want to ask him, maybe he'll know about the bookstore you bought it from.
Excuse me, Mr. Ugly Rat Thing.
My name Mushika, don't be mean!
I was just making an observation. I'm sure you are very handsome to other ugly rat things. Do you know if your group that you were with made books that were glowing boogers?
What? No! We... sometimes we stole books and sold them, but not often.
Any fake books that were actually something else in disguise that would change into a booger?
no. We'd forge books sometimes, but no boogers.
Do you know anybody who would be in the arcane booger arts?
No. No. Mushik, I do not know. Will you let me go, please?
Alright, only if you stop doing this to people.
I promise.
because-
Yes, no
Yeah.
more. Never again. Mushik,
Do I
a
bel-
changed rat.
Do I believe
Oh,
him?
that's good.
Roll an
I'm
insight
happy he's a
check.
changed rat.
You
As
can
he's-
either roll an insight check, or you can just tell me if you believe him.
I'm just picking up the daggers and just putting them on my back.
I want to
as he's
tell if
talking.
he's lying.
No daggers for you.
Oh, that was almost a dirty 20. It's a 7. Yeah, I believe him.
He seems
Okay.
pretty honest.
Me
yeah.
too.
All right. If for some reason we're traveling on this road again, or I hear that you broke your promise, my friends, they're gonna find you and they're gonna take all your stuff again.
Okay, okay.
All right.
Do you regard Phoebe and let him go?
I'm just gonna look at him. Give me your cloak.
It gets
Kevin,
cold at
close
night.
to-
Oh, Tevin, don't take his cloak.
It is. I will. It's gross.
Oh, I know. I'm taking it though.
Okay.
I'm just gonna look at him like,
Seeing your disinterested glare.
Fine, fine. Take it.
Hold on. Jesus, Phoebe. She's gonna reach in her bag and she's gonna take out a blanket and she's gonna give it to him. She's like, "Don't do this again. Go."
Get out of here. Shoot.
Do you let him up?
I mean, I'm not holding him.
I'm not.
I'm
holding
gonna
him.
roll to see. May the dice be in his favors.
Look at this motherfucker.
Yeah, I see him. Look at him.
No!
Good thing we were looking at him. What'd you get, Tim?
I know, right?
It's a fucking pizza box.
He lives.
Okay.
I'm gonna stand up holding the cloak and
I'll release Earthen Grasp.
All right. He stands up feebly and hands you his cloak, and he gingerly takes the blanket from you, Phoebe, holding it in his hands, and then smelling it. He then wraps it over his shoulders, and he looks at all of you, casting a glaring look. He goes to reach for the poison bolts by your feet, Kane.
I'm gonna step on the bolts.
He retracts his hand quickly.
Speaking of these things, should I have anything to worry about? You did hit me after all.
You feel by now.
He then begins to slowly step back from all of you, keeping his eyes between you all. And then turns and sprints into the distance, into the trees of Trollbark Forest, and then stops. You barely see him on the perimeter, and he turns around and he flips you all off.
You won't fucking forget me.
And he runs
and
out
I
into the
pull
wood.
out my javelin as he says that.
Oh,
while watching
God.
him run.
He takes off.
Well, that's good that he's no longer gonna do crime.
I know.
I'm gonna look at Tevin and be like, I didn't peg you as the trophy type.
This is not for me. And I take my cleansing stone and I start cleaning the cloak.
Okay.
I can help.
Then I'll cast Prestidigitation to make it cleaner.
Prestidigitation.
While
And-
the
and
holes
mending.
don't patch, and while the
Ending.
cloth... Okay, fine.
Well, now
Thank
the
you,
holes
my friend.
You restore this cloak back to what it was at one point. Actually, albeit outdated, but at one point in time, a rather nice traveling cloak. You're certain he did not get it by moral means, but he has certainly worn it for quite some time.
That's why I took it. Mainly because it probably didn't belong to him. But at this point, I'm also going to pull out the short sword. Not the ones that he uses normally, but the rusted short sword from the Sunless Citadel.
Mm.
And I'm going to take a seat by the campfire using the cleansing stone, cleaning some of the rust off as well. And after
Okay.
it's fairly cleaned off, I'm going to take it and then wrap it into the cloak and put it back into my bag.
Clever. Is there anything else you lot would like to do on the last evening of your journey before you arrive at the city tomorrow?
I'll go up to Kane.
So did he have anything good on him?
A couple copper, a couple silver, a ring.
A ring?
Yep.
Is it a magical ring?
It's a family ring. Why do you want it?
Well, whose family is it?
I don't know. It's not my family. Is it your family?
I don't know. I don't know what it looks like.
I'll debate on taking it out.
Ooh, I want to see. I want to see.
Okay, and then I will take it out.
Do I
try and examine
recognize
it.
the
Yeah.
crest?
Would that be history?
Actually, yeah, give me a history check.
Ooh.
A very unfrequently rolled roll. That is a 23.
Oh, damn.
His history.
Oh my god, it was almost another dirty 20, but it's a 7
Done
again.
it again. I saw that.
Phoebe, it's a pretty ring. Aeros and Kane. So when you pull it out, it's tarnished and gross, and you actually can't make out the specifics of the crest. You then rub some of the dirt off. You get a little bit of saliva on your thumb and clean off the rest of it. And you look at it and, well, I'll be damned. It's a crested crown with gems on it. You both recognize this symbol. It's the Lord's Alliance. Somehow, Mushika got this ring, and you're pretty certain he's not a member.
Well, this ring is probably pretty valuable to somebody.
Oh, probably is.
It's from, the Lord's Alliance, if you've heard of them.
Nope, never heard of them.
Oh, those assholes.
I can't imagine an ex-member of the guild carrying a Lord's Alliance ring for any fucking reason.
I think he probably stole it.
Oh, man. He probably did. I didn't get that vibe from that guy.
Really? Because he was trying to steal stuff from us. Until we told him not to, and now he's not going to steal anymore.
I know. I wonder what he's gonna go off and do.
I think he's gonna be a baker.
Oh, that's a really good guess.
I wonder what he's gonna do with all these dead bodies. I'm just like looking at all the rats.
Well, I don't think he's coming back for them, Kevin.
Oh. Okay then. I'm just gonna look over and start like digging a hole and start piling up the dead bodies in there.
Okay. Another burial by way of Temin. And you pass the rest of the night, though this time in tighter shifts. You awake the next day, the sun gracing you, and you travel the rest of your trip south and approach the border of the city of Baldur's Gate. There ahead of you, massive stone walls, much like Waterdeep itself, though these bear a different history. A different trade and craft built these walls, giving it its identity. Approaching closer, you see the posthumous gate itself. Several guards standing watch on either side, half regarding you as you approach, entering into the city.
I'm gonna look over to Kane as we're getting closer to the gate and like, oh look Kane, there are more dirty bootlickers.
I wouldn't be calling any of those guards here that.
Oh, okay.
You pass through the gate, and Aeros points in the direction of the wide, the open-air market in Baldur's Gate. Though, even if he hadn't pointed it out to you, you would be blind not to see this massive square. This one gets real loud in the middle.
I'm
Okay.
gonna try and retrace my steps a little bit.
Okay, roll me a number.
Just an intelligence?
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Should we perhaps
I didn't have
ask-
anybody's sheet pulled up.
23.
Okay. What were you going to say, Tom?
I was gonna say, should we perhaps ask some of the bootlickers if there is a bookstore around here?
I think they're called guards.
I was gonna say, okay, Temin, we need to have this addressed. All right. They are not officially called bootlickers. They are guards. So
But-
the reason why everyone gets really upset when you call them that is because it's an insult in most terms.
An insult. But that is what my friend Jameson had always called them.
I feel like your friends in the army had a different point of view and could get away with saying those things, but I think we should try to strive to steer away from those terms and address them formally.
But he always seemed to get along on such good terms with them in the bar. He would always call them that, and they'd rejoice and proceed to have a fist fight. He said it was for good merriment.
Oh, no. Okay, so that's called conflict, and we don't want conflict. That's not how we're going to communicate with people. We're going to communicate with people without using our fists.
Then our swords.
No. And then this goes on for another 5 minutes.
Sounds great. So, Eros, you recall, at the most part, that this shop was in a seedier portion of the wide. I mean, all the best deals are in those locations, am I right?
True, it's true. It's how you make your money.
As you retrace your steps, heading towards this seedier area, you look around and you go, maybe it wasn't this seedy spot. Maybe it was that one. And you head back to another side of the market. All the meanwhile, all of you pass several stalls. In fact, there are many vendors and customers milling about in the wide, shoulder to shoulder, stall to stall. Everyone is loud and boisterous and haggling. The smell of food and animals. This is like the trades ward in Waterdeep, but massive. While the trades ward is a series of streets with a few street vendors, most of them are shops alongside the roads. This is a bazaar, mostly tents struck up and wooden stalls crafted on the spot to sell various items. There is no street nor direction to make your way around through here. And many stalls try to make themselves as bright or as tall or as noisy as possible to garner attention. As you are traveling through, you see some things that stand out to you. There is, and at any point in time you can inquire more about these, there is a bakery, an antique shop, a gem shop, a hot drink bar, and something called the Wizards of the Wide. Looks to be a spell shop.
Are we just like casually passing these, or
These
we,
are
like...
things that you see. If you would like to do anything, these
Phoebe's
are
gonna run in the wizard
things.
shop.
Ah, fuck.
Phoebe takes off like a child seeing a toy store towards a tent. It is a large tent with curtained sides on it. The front flaps are open, and above that doorway is a purple sign trimmed with gold that states Wizards of the Wide.
I'm following her. I'm chasing after her.
I'll follow.
Okay.
Same.
Wonderful. So, bursting into the tent, Phoebe, there is a smell of incense and parchment in the air. There are several shelves of books and scrolls. And in the center of this tent is a series of barrels about waist high. So for you, maybe torso high barrels. They're small. And there are several scrolls just rolled up, and they're all sticking out of it every which way. A sign above it says, "Surprises, 3 silver pieces."
Fucker, I could die here happy.
If any of you would like to inquire further as to the spells and scrolls, you will give me a investigate check. There is also a man standing there who could not look more like a stereotypical wizard. You do not have trouble discerning that his long white beard is in fact fake, and his another 7.
3 times in
Stop
a row.
it! No, that's not. Re-roll that.
777. Oh my god, lucky.
It's lucky. It's lucky.
It's a 14.
She's doubled up.
It's gonna be
Yeah, he
21
could not
next.
look stereotypically more like, yeah, and then 21 next. Stereotypically more like a wizard. His long white beard being fake, and his robes a deep purple hue with the golden outline of stars all around it. Quite iconic from storybooks. Phoebe with a 14. If you avert your attention from the scrolls in the barrels. Okay. You see on one side the things that stick out to you, a scroll of Detect Magic, a scroll of Featherfall, and a scroll of Shield.
Sake. I just took my feet. But that's good to know.
Mm-hmm. The rest of you?
I'll go up to the wizard-looking fellow.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Good afternoon.
Why, hello there! Welcome to the Wizards of the Wide!
And you said that he was wearing a fake beard, or was it a real one?
No, it's fake.
Okay, okay, so it's like...
Oh, that is very... Thank you. Do you have any scrolls for a book of spells?
A scroll for a book of spells? He now talks in normal cadence.
Yes, I am a proprietor of various spells as they come in handy from day to day. I'm wondering if you currently have anything special or perhaps even overstocked so that you might sell it for a cheaper price.
Anything of that nature we sell in the middle of the tent.
Oh, we're
3
back to
silver
speaking
pieces
like this.
for a surprise. Dude, my manager is gonna kick my ass if I don't talk like that, okay?
But
feel
why
that
would
so
he do
much.
such?
Fuck.
Of course. Thank you.
We also have attunement items and mystical foci. He gestures to some wands and orbs that were positioned in the back of the tent.
Phoebe's gonna run over.
There are various assortments of wands, totems, orbs, a few staves.
Things. This place is absolutely amazing. I had no idea that Baldur's Gate was such a cool place.
It's a little bit cheesy for my taste from what I'm used to, but as long as they have goods, then that's all that matters, I suppose.
Speaking of goods, Kane, you take a glance at the scrolls and spells, and some of them, are pretty useful spells. Not for 25 gold each.
Yeah, this is all just shit. I'm sorry. It's all about as fake as his beard, right? Am I right? Everybody? No?
He scratches under the beard, moving it
Beard is
so like the
fake?
mouth is crooked. And then he like promptly readjusts it. He looks at you, Phoebe. Well, hello there, small one.
Well,
I
hello.
see you looking at our attunements.
I am.
Perhaps I can mystify you?
Please do.
He then does a flurry motion with his hand and produces a wand. All the rest of you see it come out of his sleeve. Phoebe, dazzled by the show, does not.
Oh, I could do that.
And I'll summon forth a quill with a long feather on it.
Eros, that was so cool.
I'm gonna come up to the
yes,
wizard.
yes.
And just kind of look confusingly at him and just kind of reach out and just pull his beard down just so it's like attached by the string and then just like let it snap and then like,
Oh.
I
Oh!
was wondering how you did that.
Poor guy.
What the fuck?
Is this real and attached? And I just kind of like pull out on it again.
Stop it! Get out of here, all of you!
Why do living creatures wear the
Oh.
fur of others
Well,
on their
Temin,
face?
remember we talked about personal space?
Eric, I'm fucking out of here, man. I'm taking my break. And he takes off the starred hat and he throws it on the counter and he storms out of the tent.
Are you not a wizard?
Temin says as he storms past him.
Well, that was very abrupt.
Oh.
Does anyone come out from the back?
Phoebe's like, who else can I harass?
You hear a grumble from the back, but no one makes an appearance.
I don't understand.
She's like gonna think to herself for a minute, and she's gonna like try to harness her mother for a minute. Oh no! Now no one is around to take my spare gold. I guess we will have to leave, guys.
In a pop of smoke, a gnome appears standing on the desk. He kind of sidekicks the hat off into the back so that it's no longer visible. And he stands there and he motions his arms in a large circle, wafting the smoke away. Yes, I hear that someone is interested in the magical wares.
That's me. I am.
Wonderful!
So, before he stormed out in a very rude fashion, we were looking at some of your items. And I was hoping you could tell me a little bit more about them if you could.
Well, you see, we have all the wondrous things.
Now, all of you at first, you're like, oh god, another show. But as he keeps going, you realize, no, that's this guy's energy. And he shows Phoebe various items and things, all radically overpriced. He even does the classic thing of allowing her to hold the item, to flick the wand.
These are very nice. Thank you so much for taking the time to show me.
Yes, all of our items are of the highest quality here in the wide.
And Phoebe's gonna walk back over to the barrel of scrolls and all that good jazz, and she's gonna pick out the Featherfall one.
Okay.
I'm pretty interested in this one.
Quick distinction. I know, I'm sorry, I gave you a list of scrolls. The ones that I named are on the wall for 25 gold piece
Oh.
each. This barrel is a bunch of unmarked scrolls for 3 silver pieces each.
Oh
That.
my gosh.
Ah! I see you're interested in a surprise! But I think you're more interested in the finer things. You remember this one?
He holds up the wand that you were very fond of holding, but...
Yes,
I'm
perhaps you
gonna
would
grab
like
it.
this one. Only 200 gold.
It's
You're gonna-
really nice and all, but I already have Booker, and he does everything that I need for me. But I really appreciate that.
As you go to grab the wand from him, he quickly gives you a little scowl.
I see the wand for just a moment.
You break it, you buy it.
And he hands it out gingerly.
I'm going to carefully grab it. I want to see this thing's make, if it's good or not. Like,
Give me a
know what I
perception
mean?
check. No, give me a... God, I wish we had appraisal.
appraise this sort of thing.
make one.
I have something for it.
Like Arcana or just something?
I mean, you know what? Are you determining its magical efficacy or
Yeah.
just the quality of materials used?
I would say magical efficacy.
Give me an Arcana check then. Thank you, Bullet.
That is a 22.
Yeah, this wand is probably worth a couple gold pieces.
I'll give you 3 gold pieces for it.
Phoebe, do you hear him say that?
I don't know.
You are busy with the scrolls in the barrels. He casts a side eye to Phoebe.
Fine, but don't tell your friend.
Bitch.
2 gold pieces, and I won't tell her.
A single gold. Are you fucking serious?
I love him.
Hey, Phoebe!
All right, all right. You don't get it gift wrapped.
You don't get a gift wrap.
He takes the coin and puts it into his pouch.
May I ask why your arrows are lacking the arrowhead and feather? Just pointing to the wand.
Oh,
It hurts people in other ways.
These are magical implements.
They're implements.
They're a joke.
and I'm going to head over to Phoebe.
Here you go.
Really?
I had to pull a few strings, but here, it's yours.
You then
Oh,
see him kind of like...
thank you so much. I'll treasure it always.
That's really good to hear.
Mhm. All right. So I'm looking at this barrel. I gotta make some hard decisions here. All right.
All right,
I'm
make
looking
them
at
quick.
this barrel. You said each mystery scroll is 2 silver apiece.
3.
Well, now it's 2. No, I'm just kidding.
Then he yells someone's name and says he's going on break.
Yep.
And no one's in the store. We loot. Okay. So she's gonna grab. She's gonna grab 4 mystery scrolls. And
Wow.
oh my god! And she's gonna now go over to the wall, and
Okay.
she's gonna inquire about the Featherfall scroll.
Ah, you've a good eye. Featherfall. Yep. Fall is as the name says. As you're falling from a great height, you may slow your descent to prevent you from any unfortunate endings.
Mm-hmm.
25 gold, and the scroll is yours.
And I'm just curious. Would it be possible, to lower the price a bit since we had some poor customer service earlier? I mean, I'm a little traumatized, and it would be really bad if word got out about the service around here.
All right, you people. How much you want to spend for that?
I mean,
Wait, you mean Featherfall like, this spell right here? Perhaps we can bargain a little bit more. I know that
You
you're
know
trying to make...
undercutting on someone's premises selling the same item is illegal here in Baldur's Gate.
Oh, I'm not selling it. I'm just saying I have my own possession of it.
I don't.
But what I'm saying is we could probably hoggle down a little bit more. 25 gold pieces.
Yeah, you would.
Um,
Yeah. So,
mm.
maybe.
Market price is 10.
How about 8?
So I'd be losing money to give you this scroll.
But you'd be gaining our continued appreciation
And patronage.
And patronage.
And are you getting those scrolls?
Yes.
Don't let me see you back here.
Okay.
But our patronage.
20 gold pieces. Or not 20 gold, sorry.
I was like, hello.
That'll be 12 silver and 8 gold.
You have a deal. And she drops the money in his hand.
And he takes it angrily and puts it in his pouch.
Now all of you be off.
Okay, thank you so
Very
much.
well.
Bye.
As we're walking out, I'm just gonna walk up to Aeros. Oh, that was a very nice thing you did for Phoebe.
What thing? I just purchased something for my friend. It's nothing.
I'm
He's,
gonna
like, playing with the wand.
pull out my scroll, with I think it was a spider climb or something.
Oh god.
Okay.
The second level spell scroll, and I'm gonna hand it to him.
Oh, you really don't have to.
I have no need for such a thing, as I cast only through my weapon, and I smite things.
Thank you so much. I'm gonna go in for like a hug. Come on, get in here, everybody.
And she's just gonna run in.
I'll let them group hug.
Kane, come on, quickly.
I'll just watch, make sure nobody
It'll
else.
be over quickly.
No, we don't need any
The
strangers.
faster
or
we start the group hug, the quicker it'll be
I thought
over.
you were a hugger.
Fine, I'm gonna come over and put my hand on Phoebe. That's it.
Just a hand on Phoebe.
Yeah.
I'll take it.
Satisfied, you accept the group hug. Well, there will be no intermission tonight. We are just going to continue to have fun in the market until you guys are done. So
Okay.
if there are any other shops you would like to visit,
What else? What other ones were there?
Antique shop, gem shop, drinks, hot drinks shop, spell shop, the wizard shop. I think the
Bakery.
spell shop is the wizard shop.
and a bakery.
And a bakery, which the rat could be working at.
Not this quick. Not
mean
this.
pilfering
Not
from.
this economy. Yeah.
Oh, that reminds me, Kane, and I pull out of my bag the.
Oh god.
Was it a cronut? Whatever pastry we had for him.
Oh
Is
no!
it bear claw or something?
Bear claws. That's right.
A week
And I'm
old
gonna be like-
bear claw.
It's like a 2-day-old bear claw. I'm like,
Oh, it's
Oh.
over a week.
Yeah,
Which
didn't
one
we
is
take a
it?
oh, it's a
It's
week.
been a
Oh,
week.
that's right.
So it's
It's
like
been a week.
7, 8, 9, like 9-day, 10-day-old donut.
Well, no, because you got it the day before you went to the tower, and then you left from the tower, and it took you 6 days to get here. So
Okay,
it is
okay,
a
okay.
week old.
A week old. 6 days.
Oh,
Okay. I thought it was
pastries. That reminds me, Kane. And I pull it out and I look at it. And I'm just kind of pause and looking at it, and then looking at Kane. It was
I-
meant to be a gesture of kindness.
I don't think we should give that to him anymore.
Probably as
But he
hard
was
as
fine.
Temen's skull.
I just kind of take it and just bump it against my head. That is very solid.
That's what happens to some foods over time.
Oh, perhaps it can be used as a weapon.
Maybe.
Or we can get rid of it, and it's still a gesture of kindness. It is a very Phoebe and Temin thing to do, and now I know, and that's all that matters. I don't need to eat it to respect that it happened and be happy.
We
Well,
will
we're
get you a
glad
fresh
you
one.
liked it.
I loved it.
And yes, we'll
Phoebe.
get her a fresh one. Him a fresh. Damn it, Amanda.
Yeah.
So Kane's idea to head to the bakery. Yes, you approach Autumn's Breads. It is a street bakery, so no tent on this one, just a stall with a plump woman behind it, bright red hair cascading from her head, and a light smattering of freckles on her flesh. She is currently attending some guests, but in front of her there is a shelf with glass on it, and in there is a assortment of pastries. If you say it's there, it's there.
Yeah, hi, I want a wedding cake.
You said this is a redhead girl?
Those are made to order.
Gotcha.
Sorry?
You said she's a redheaded girl?
Yep, a woman.
Oh no.
With freckles.
She's
She's-
hot.
She doesn't seem afraid of Kane, right? Like she'd probably see Dragonborn all the time.
Oh, yeah, no. She finishes with her customers, wrapping up her sale, and happily handing over a box of pastries to them, and then regards you, Kane, as you approach. Welcome to Autumn's Breads. This is my all-natural bakery here in Baldur's Gate.
Hello.
Love it.
Only one silver piece for everything in there. Please take your pick.
I'll
All
just
baked fresh every morning by hand.
That is quite a deal. And I put a silver piece on, like, I want everything in there.
That is what she said.
I'm sorry, dear. That is my mistake. Everything is one silver each in there.
Oh. Then I'm gonna pull out the really rock solid bear claw and then tap it against my head. Do you have anything like this? But ding ding ding.
Like a fresh
softer?
one?
Yes. One
Of-
that may be consumed.
Yes, of course.
She leans over and points at a row of pastries that look quite similar to that one had when you had first gotten it.
Can I look for the most expensive thing in this place?
Yeah. As Temin is leering at the bear claws, you look past Kane and you see behind her on another little display are different cakes with little like signs put in them. They would be cupcakes. So these mini cakes, and they are all 1 gold each.
May I see one of those cupcakes behind you, ma'am?
Oh, yes.
She turns around and gestures at a few of them, telling you of the exotic spices and ingredients that are used in order to make these very special mini cakes. So small they could fit in a cup.
Oh, that they should like coin a term for that.
We did mini cakes.
There you go.
Go ahead.
I'll like prestidigitize my hands to make them clean, just to show that I'm not gonna be like ruining the cakes or anything.
You could tell a lot about the make of a cake by simply feeling the crumb. Do you mind? Hands are clean.
I'm sorry. You can't touch anything here without buying it.
There goes my plan.
The knight will pay for his portion.
It's as if you've forgotten what market you're at.
I know. God damn.
Temin, what'd you say?
Oh, I said, the knight will pay for his portion.
Oh, it's
One cake
perfectly
for him as well.
fine. Don't worry about it. Although, there might be something you could help us with.
She starts packaging one of the mini cakes anyways.
Oh, you'll love it, and he's got you.
She grabs a bear claw as well and starts packing it up. She looks at Kane.
You had approached first. Was there something you had seen that you liked?
She kind of gives you a slight pouty face and leans against the shelf.
No, not exactly. It's just I'm the biggest, so I've probably seen first. And I'm gonna just cross my arms and lean against the wall while they shop.
Well, I'm sure you have a real big appetite, too. She leans over and pokes you in the stomach.
I'm going to maintain my composure with little blushies, but maintaining my composure looking away. Stoic with little blushes.
And what about you, little one? I'm sure you have a sweet tooth. I have plenty of things here that you would love to have. Oh, I love your bear, too. He's so precious.
Thank you. He really appreciates it. Do you have anything that involves honey?
Yes, I have a sweet cake here that I use honey to sweeten it with. It's a very subtle flavor, but it's such a light and fluffy cake.
Well, I would love one of those if you're willing to sell it to me.
I would love to, dear. She packages that up as well.
We all simping for this girl right now.
So, just a heads up for you. We have a friend. From what we heard, he's a very good baker. And I believe he's looking for work. So, if you see him, just give him a good shot. And I'm sure he will make something wonderful for you.
Oh, he's skilled in baking?
Yes, I believe I heard that.
What's his name?
Wasn't it Wushiga?
It was something like Wu
That's
Shita
it.
or something like that.
Sounds like some friend, boys.
He is Rat Man.
She makes a face of disgust. One you wouldn't expect to see on her soft, comely face. Harsh lines appearing as the disgust forms. And then she quickly shakes it away. Well, if I see him, I will remember your words.
He might look like a hideous rat person.
And have many scars. And be wearing a blanket.
Is there anything else you'd like to purchase?
Is the cupcake in the package?
Yes.
Can I hold it for a second?
Oh God, I'm scared.
Tammin, are you paying for the goods?
Yes, I'm just gonna put 2 silver down.
She puts a hand on the box that has the mini cake in it.
And it was 1 gold for this.
Oh, here.
Oh,
and I
okay.
put a gold on the counter.
There goes my plan.
Thank you so much. She scoops it all up and allows you to take the pastries. She puts them in a lockbox, locks it, and puts the key back into her bosom. She looks back over at Kane.
Oh, well, if you ever get hungry, you know where I am.
I'm gonna smile at her and hold my composure. I'm gonna wait.
I'm gonna pull the bear claw kind of out of its box, and then just kind of walk up to Kane, just kind of like put it right to his face. Here, food.
And clear my throat and take it. Thank you, Temmin. You are a great friend.
You are too, Kane.
She clasps both hands to her chest.
That is so sweet.
And then, as if you weren't even standing there anymore, she regards more customers, giving them the same warmth and kindness she showed all of you. And quickly sells more pastries.
As we're leaving,
She's a crafty one.
Why wouldn't it be sweet? It is a bear claw.
I want to be the last out of this shop, mind you.
ooh,
Okay. So as your companions are whisked away by the sounds and sights and smells of these other shops in the wide, Kane, you are still standing there holding the bear claw.
I'm gonna tap on the top of the glass and try and get her attention before I go out.
Yes.
She says, leaning across the counter, her bosom spilling forth in her dress.
That creature they described to you? Yeah. If you see him, beat him with a broom, because he's probably here to rob you. Have a great day, Autumn. And I'm gonna follow the group.
Wow. Don't even believe in our boy Rat Face.
She stands mouth agape as you walk away and recomposes herself. All right. So the other notable shops left, the antique shop, the gem shop, and the Heath's Hot Drinks. So the titles are Coppers to Crowns, Gems for All, and Heath's Hot Drinks.
Is there
Okay.
anywhere else you guys would like to go?
I'm thinking on our way out of Baldur's Gate, we should definitely get a hot drink before we leave because I am going to destroy these little cakes because they're so cute. But I definitely am interested in the antiques. But because I did run into the wizard shop, I will let you guys decide if we go in.
Antique sounds fine to me. I just look over to Kane and Eros.
There could be some very good finds in an antique shop that you can later sell for a higher price. You know what to look for.
Mm-hmm. Kane?
I'm fine with going with any shops because I know where we're going is to be exactly where I need to be with Eros to fix Evan's problem.
Just
And I'm
like
good.
friends should.
Exactly.
Arm around the leg again.
So what did you say? We're going in the antique shop now?
Yeah, and she grabs Kane's hand and she's gonna walk in the antique shop.
All
Seeing
right.
this, Eros grabs his other
The other
hand.
I'll just reluctantly hold their goddamn hands. I'm not gonna get them away from me. Kane went from "don't come near me so you don't be a target" to they're holding my hands, and I can't even have the energy to
And
fight
there's
them
nothing
off.
I can do about it.
He's a
Been
dad now.
6
Dragon daddy.
long days of travel with these guys.
Sorry, I'm just rolling up the items real quick. Because I had meant to do that.
It's all 7. Everything is 7.
You walk in and there's just a bunch of plaques with the number 7 on it. Actually,
Yes!
it's different things in the shape of 7. So, like, rogue taxidermied animals shaped like 7, and street signs that are... No.
I love what you did with this giraffe.
He's just standing there. He is a 7. All right.
Rat bodies for Kane.
What?
I said rat bodies for Kane.
Yeah. All right, so you walk into Coppers to Crowns, and a very scrawny elf stands in there, along with a few other customers, but the elf wears an apron. You can tell he runs this shop. He has wispy hairs coming forth from his scalp. And you look around and you see various oddities and trinkets. Very cheap prices here. Nothing over a few silver. And you look around and some things are behind glass, other things sit on shelves. And amongst them, you see a tooth from some beast. You also see some rectangular metal device with 2 tiny metal cups on one end that throws sparks when wet. There's a little description on it. So just something with 2 little cups that sparks. A insignia ranking some ancient legionnaire position. A candle that refuses to be lit. A cameo with a carved likeness of some hideous person. And lastly, an empty silver snuff box bearing an inscription on the surface that says dreams.
Ooh! Phoebe's gonna run over to the box.
Okay.
She's gonna, like, look at the Oh, well, you know what? No, she's gonna pick it up very carefully, just in
Okay.
case the shopkeep is like, don't touch it.
He barely regarded you when you walked in.
Okay. I'm gonna be like, Tevin, look. She's gonna hold up the box. It says dreams. Maybe something Ko might want.
But he and I do not have dreams.
Yeah, but maybe this will help him figure out what's going on when he sleeps. I don't know what this is.
Neither do I.
So the box is probably palm-sized. Though it is empty, you smell the faint air of tobacco aroma still lingering within. It is a silver box, though old and tarnished at one point, probably worth something grand, though now only priced at 4 silver, 7 copper. So 47 copper pieces.
Ooh. I think I'm gonna get this for him just in case. Because I know he's not here, but I want to make sure that he gets a cool souvenir from our trip.
I think he would appreciate the gesture.
She's gonna walk up to the counter and she's gonna just get on her tippy toes and push it over. She'd be like, "Hi, I'd like this, if that's okay."
Yes. He purrs the word as his bony hand pulls the box towards him, and he begins to wrap it in thin paper. Just 47 copper, please.
Of course. And she reaches in her pocket and she's gonna put it on the counter.
Thank you. He then slides the item across. Thank you for visiting Coppers to Crowns, and collects the coin.
What else is there? You said there was a
candle.
So
Cup thing.
a candle that refuses to be lit, a piece of metal with 2 metal cups on one side that states the card states it sparks when lit when wet, a tooth of some unknown beast, a cameo carved of a hideous person. It can't be lit. 42. A insignia from some ancient military rank. And I think that was it. What was 61?
Can I take
Yeah,
a look
that's
at
it.
the cups?
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to, I don't know, see the history on them.
I just want to look at that too.
Okay. God, what number was that? I'm trying to find it. There it is. So, yeah, I mean, you take a look at it. It's this metal brick, as it would be, a rectangular prism, and then attached on the end of it are just literally 2 small cups made out of the same material as the body. And there is an ancient leather cord coming out of the bottom of this metal body. It is cracked and old and dry. You feel that just by handling it, it may crumble to dust at any moment. The 2 cups show calcium buildup from water, mineral buildup. And the metal body of this object shows the tarnish of hand, the oils from someone's hand being held onto it.
Can I try to understand the make, where it came from, that sort of thing, by looking at the way it's designed and such?
Give me a history check.
Okay.
Temin, you said you're inspecting as well?
Yes, so I'll assist.
Okay.
That's going to be, I get +4 to that, a 12. Oh, I get an assist?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Does that mean I get advantage, right?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, good. Much better.
Maybe it's
Um,
this.
21.
That's my Temin. 21.
like it.
Wonderful.
21. So,
21.
a
Blackjack.
curious item. You know that the made by a wizard in some ancient time as a joke, this object lights fires, but only when wet. So when
know
the
its
two
purpose?
cups What?
Do I know its purpose? It just lights fires when wet?
When the two cups are filled with water, it shoots a spark out of the end. The leather bit that remains is probably what's left of a wrist strap.
Oh.
Oh, so it's a small thing, not a big thing.
No, it's hand sized. Like it's like this big, so you can hold it in
kind
your
of
hand.
used as like a gauntlet almost.
I think I'm interested in this, actually.
It looks really cool.
That is worth 83 copper.
That's 8 silver and 3 copper.
Correct.
Yeah.
I'll take this thing.
He
I don't
thanks
know
you
if it has a
in
name.
the same fashion that he did with Phoebe. When you mention its name, he says, yes, this item. I do not know its name, only what it does.
Well, it's let's hope I can get some good use out of it.
Yes.
Well, I'm gonna wait to start fixing it up a little with mending.
Okay.
I'm going to go ahead.
Oh no, go.
I was going to go pick up the insignia and the candle.
Okay. So yeah, the candle that refuses to be lit is worth...
He was like 200.
I refuse it to be worth that much. 40 copper. And, sorry, the insignia?
Yes.
82 copper.
So that is 12 silver.
12
Something
silver, 2 copper.
like that. All right. I don't have change. I'm just gonna give this dude a gold. That's gonna be
12 silver and a copper, and you're going to hand him a gold. You still owe 2 silver and a copper. Or 2 silver, 2 copper.
Okay, I will give him 3 silver and a gold.
Okay. Thank you. And he hands you back the change, which would be 8 copper. And he packages it up, and you are now the proud owner of this old military insignia and the candle that refuses to be lit.
Sweet deal.
And Kane stands there as unimpressed as ever.
Do you
He's
see
here to
anything you
crack
like,
skulls, not to go shopping.
Yeah, I'm just here to make sure nothing bad happens to you guys.
Oh, well, thanks for being here.
You're welcome. Also, you didn't have to come, so thank you for being here.
Of course, you guys are my friends.
Well, I guess maybe that's why I'm making sure nothing bad happens to you along the way.
Because we're all friends.
Best friends.
Best friends.
All right. Let's all rein it in.
All right, did everyone get what they wanted?
I'm good to go. We should probably try and figure out where the booger books came from
We
now.
should probably get back to our
Yeah.
job.
I'm gonna walk up to Kane. Does the insignia thing, does it have like a backing or anything to it, or is it just like a
So, It is like a crest that one would affix to the breastplate of their armor. It has a buckle on the back of it, so you would take a leather strap from the armor and clasp it on. So that would be the backing of it.
I'm gonna walk up to Kane and just kind of stand and look at him for a moment, and just kind of take that thing and just hold it up against his chest, and just kind of try to grab the leather on his armor and just kind of strap it and just clasp it to it.
Okay.
I'm not
For
gonna
a leader.
resist. Whenever oh my god, okay, now I'm gonna resist. Okay. All right. Whatever you're doing with that, save that for Ko. Ko would love that pin if we're giving it to the leader of the group.
But you are our leader currently without Ko here.
Okay, you can put that back in your pocket. I am co-captain
Oh.
does not get pins.
Oh, okay. That is duly noted. And I take that and I put it back in my bag.
Perfect. Thank you, Temin. Thank you.
All right. Anything else before you return to your mission here in the Wide?
I'm just curious. I know you mentioned all the shops. Is there anywhere that would sell like a hat or anything of the sort?
Nice
Yeah.
fedora.
Henry's headgear.
Just headgear.
Yeah. Sure, I'm gonna bring it up to the group. Perhaps we might go and get some headgear as well.
Well, I don't mind going with you, but I typically like to keep my hair uncontained.
And I have my headgear.
And it is lovely on you, Phoebe.
Thank you.
Said the flower crown.
I'm gonna add that to my inventory so I don't forget.
It was red and blue flowers. Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect.
It's my inventory.
So Temin enters Henry's headgear.
Mm-hmm.
All right, you enter in, and there's a smell of old leather.
Perfect.
And you can see in here lots of different headgear items, antique warrior helms to wizard hats, and even commoner head protection as well. So you've got quite the range from practical to fashionable. However, all of it holds the smell and appearance of age.
I'm gonna walk right towards like the leather helms. Are there any ones that are like almost full faced?
Yeah, you see a two-pieced helm. It's a bit of boiled leather stitched together. It lays against the skull of the wearer, so no one with horns would be able to utilize it, typically for a medium-sized humanoid. And it has a bit of leather that buckles around under the jaw, and uniquely for this one, a leather piece that comes around the front and buckles to protect the nose and mouth of the wearer as well.
I'm going to grab that.
All right. There is a good amount of dust on it. When you pick it up, your fingers kind of swipe away this dust. And it has cracked a little bit from age. However, a little bit of moisture and oil can make the leather supple once more.
Supple.
Duly noted. I'm going to head towards wherever the equivalent of the shopkeeper or cashier
Yep.
is.
You see who you assume is Henry, stout man, long, unkempt blonde hair, and a scraggly beard. Ah, I see you are a fan of the Kemalians.
I do not know who the Kemalians are.
Oh,
Perhaps you can tell me.
then you've a good eye there. That helm belonged to the race of people named Kemalians. wonderful warriors.
Perfect.
Advanced with their leather crafting skills.
I would like to purchase this helm.
Wonderful. That is going to cost you
Your life.
49
initiative.
copper.
49 copper. I'm just gonna hand him 5 silver.
All right, would you like your change?
It is fine.
I appreciate you, good friend.
I appreciate you.
May your visit here in the Wide be prosperous.
Thank you. May your time selling here be prosperous as well.
Thank you. You're my first customer of the week. It is Friday.
Oh.
I know that feeling.
I'm just gonna use my cleansing stone and just clean it up a little bit. And then you see me reach into the bag, and you see me kind of pick up the cloak and just kind of roll it and fold it into it and just kind of shove it in there with the sword.
Okay. Getting his own little... who knows? All right.
And I'm walking back out to join everyone else.
Okay. Anything else? Everyone else.
I'm good.
I'm okay.
Okay. So, I'm not going to have you roll or do what you were going to do because you were all such good sports and spent time perusing in these shops. So, during your time wandering around, Aeros, you notice a little shop at the edge. The smell of incense hangs heavy in the air, wafting over in the slight breeze of the wide. There are a few customers standing out front of this bookshop. The sign on it says Amber Dune Books.
Everybody, I think this is the place.
You all regard the shop that Aeros points to. And there you see a motley tent over a few shelves of different books. From this distance, you can see they're all pretty common tomes. Nothing too rare between all of them. They're all worth just a few coin each. However, there at the top of the shelves stand 6 books prominently displayed. You can see fairy light has been cast above them to cast down to give them more of a presentation. You see past a few of the customers being talked to by the workers of the shop, and you can read the titles from here. They are The Dark Hunger, Castanamir's Guide to Ging Watsons, Wanderings of a Humble ASMR, Daughters of Gratst, Fallen Tethiamar, and at the end, Mazfroth's Mighty Digressions.
Okay, what's the plan, everybody? Because this is really definitely the place.
Oh my gosh, what if they recognize you?
I'm cracking my
think about
knuckles
that.
like, yeah, this is the place.
This is what
Okay,
I
wait,
came here
wait,
for.
wait.
Kane's finally
Um,
ready.
Oh wait, I have a question. Are there any books in like different languages?
Sure.
Cool. Serious.
I'd say you're about 15 feet away. Nah, maybe 10 feet away to be able to clearly see the titles of these books.
fearing at some point there might be a fight, I'm gonna cast Mage Armor on myself.
Okay.
Oh, that's really cool.
If only
Like
you had
shimmery.
bought a scroll of such, you could do it too.
Listen. Oh yeah. Wait. What was it
Maybe
supposed
you
to
have
put in my
like
inventory?
3 mystery scrolls and scrolls in one.
Oh,
Oh, that's right.
Does
that's right.
Phoebe not wear armor?
She wears a
Okay,
cloth
I'm gonna-
robe.
I'm going to put my hands on her shoulders.
you get some too.
And I'll cast it on her as well.
Jeez, yeah.
So it lasts 8 hours, and your AC is going to be 13 plus your dexterity score.
Amazing.
I hope you have Dex.
I was like, ooh.
Negative.
I still love the thought. It's
I
so
have
sweet.
It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool.
14.
There you go. It's better than what it was before then.
Thank you.
Well,
You're absolutely welcome.
before any of you are even able to take a step towards this tent, there is a whoosh of air next to you, and you turn to see Ko stumble. He shakes his head before promptly keeling over and emptying the contents of his stomach onto the cobbled street of the wide.
Oh no.
Oh,
He wipes his mouth. Oh, disgusting.
Okay,
And
don't
you-
make fun of him.
You see a few customers and merchants around you kind of, the shop you're standing next to, in fact. Dude, seriously? And Coach.
Hey, give him a break. He just teleported from nowhere.
Ko groans and opens his flask, taking a swig of it before wincing. Oh. Oh, hey, guys.
Hi, Ko.
hi, friend.
That is where we will end tonight for Fancy's Fables.
Ah, no. We want a field trip, and we raided some shops.
We did.
It was
we
pretty
did.
good.
Yeah.
Productivity.
Oh wait. Speaking of which, what should I put in my inventory?
Oh, true.
The things you bought, as far as the scrolls go,
Yeah.
you gotta open them.
Ooh, true.
Shit.
So
Then-
put down 4 mystery scrolls in your inventory.
Okay.
I
Okay.
thought she
Mystery.
I thought she bought the Featherfall.
I did too. I bought 4 mystery scrolls
okay.
and Featherfall.
You did buy Featherfall?
Yeah, for 8
That's eight.
gold.
Christ.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. You talked
Yeah.
him down. How could I forget? It's
Oh,
like
yeah.
it just happened or something.
Yeah, Phoebe's nice, but her mother taught her some things in the marketing department.
No, that was great. You guys managed to get an extra hour out of the roleplay just by visiting the shops. So yeah,
Yeah.
there you go.
Amanda, I will make you love shops.
Kane is just happy to be there.
No, Kane is happy to flirt with Autumn.
Kane was happy that Autumn wasn't scared of him. Because last time he went to shops, remember how the woman was afraid of him, so he just left the shop? He just straight up left. So he wouldn't, yeah.
Amanda's just happy that for this whole portion of notes she wrote visited shops.
No, I actually took really
No,
detailed
she
notes.
took
I
that
even
deep.
wrote
I know, I
all
saw you.
I
She was
even
going like crazy.
wrote all the books. I only got 4. You were going too fast. But I wrote all the items everyone bought, all the people in the shops, in like everything. I wrote everything.
That's awesome.
I wrote it.
No
Appreciate
Trop.
you.
The old bear claw was not eaten. Don't worry, no one was
No.
poisoned.
It was taken out, and we noted how hard it was. So,
As most do.
but
It's important to note how hard it is. So,
I'm too gay. I'm too gay for this shit.
thank you everyone for the follows, the hosts, the gift subs, and the resubs. You are all amazing. I appreciate you. Dagan, thank you for gifting those 2 subs. Scouty, thank you for the host. Scythe, thank you for the resub. Hunter, thank you for the host. Amanda, thank you for the host. Man Money, thank you for the host. All you people are wonderful and awesome and amazing. I had a lot of fun tonight. Dagan, thank you so much for gifting another sub.
Dagan,
This one
how
to Kelp.
dare you?
So now
How
can use the best emote on Twitch. I want to see it in chat. Let me see it. And, yes, so I have been your host, Lord Fancie, and tonight we had Adufrain as the lovable Grouch Kane, Bulletproof
fun
Turtle
too.
Man
I love him.
as the Stone Skull Warforged Temin, Kelp as the innocent halfling Phoebe, and Hunter as the
Yep.
Light of the party.
the chaotic gnome
the
friend.
chaotic good gnome merchant.
No.
Yes, that's how chat should look. Every time I look at it, I love it. Beautiful.
Fucking beautiful. You fucking monsters.
Those faces are excited to see those donuts, that's why.
Oh
No,
yeah.
no. Listen, this fucking chat in Discord.
It's pretty intense. It's pretty intense. It almost got me today. Almost got me. Just a few announcements. Next week, we will have everyone back together. So Dante will be back with us. We are also going to have Eros for one more episode. And then we will be taking the week after that off. If you missed last week, I dreadfully apologize that I did not have the episode up promptly. There is no excuse. I will make sure this one is up quicker. Also, if you would like to show any support to this channel, making a subscription helps, though I do not see all of that. Amazon likes to have some too. So if you would like to make a support to this stream, head on over to the Patreon and get us on the Fancie's Fable tier there. All of that money goes directly into this stream as far as Syrinscape, Zoom, D&D Beyond, and any other programs we need to use to make this show what it is for all of you. Otherwise, you're all doing amazing, and I appreciate you, and I love you. And do any of you have announcements today?
You guys can go first.
Well, I know you're also having a second stream this week that you shouldn't fucking forget to
Oh,
announce.
God damn it.
Oh
Yes.
yeah, Friday.
Thank you
right?
so much. Friday.
Friday.
Monster Truck Rally.
Monster Rally.
We are going to be doing a one-on-one with Koraktao to determine what exactly happened between this Kalashtar and Evan of the Owl's Eye Tower
That's
of Knowledge.
Fucking dope.
That milk, though.
I hated that.
No, that's probably what caused him to have the bad stomach.
True.
I'm a milk man.
It was his fault.
Yes,
You
yes,
wanted to drink
yes. Same time, same place, Friday, 8 p.m. EST. We will be having a one-on-one with Ko, and it is going to be pretty insightful into his character and into things to come for this party.
I'm excited. I'm gonna watch. I don't know about you guys. I'm gonna be there.
I'll be there.
I'll be there.
And so should you.
Find out next time on Lord Fancie's.
Oh shit.
Oh
shut up.
yeah, yeah.